cheap in a positive sense means something that offers incredible value but you pay very little. Quite typical of the meals that they serve here. This is a North Indian meal, so you have an option of either the roti, which is the tandoori roti, or the kulcha, which is a maida kulcha. But then I saw them slathering some butter on that kulcha. So although my mind said go for the roti, but the heart said, well, there's butter on the kulcha, go for the kulcha. That's a kadai paneer that's rather spicy. I want to savor some of that dal with this palav. I think that masoor dal to me is a winner on this thali. That bundi ladoo is gooey, not completely dry, but drenched in a lot of ghee. Hi folks, this is Kripalamana Gourmet on the Road and you're watching Food Lovers TV. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe and strong. So a few months ago, we visited a very popular South Bengaluru eatery called Arogya Ahar. Now this is an eatery that's popular for serving delicious fare but at extremely honest, extremely low prices. So in my last episode, I savored a great South Indian thali. I relished the thali and I think many of you who watched the show too enjoyed it. So this afternoon, we are making our way to Arogya Ahar yet again. But this time around to showcase the equally pleasing North Indian thali. I've never tasted it before, I don't know what's in the thali and I don't know the price of the thali. But given the philosophy of this eatery, I'm sure it will be a delicious offering and also something that will hardly pinch your pocket. So let's go to Arogya Ahar and savor this time a North Indian uta. Namaskara. Hegiddira? Mr. Anand alla and Mr. Prabhakar. So last time ನಾವು South Indian ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾನು ಎನ್ಸಿದೆ North Indian ಮಾಡೋಣ. So North Indian price ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ
95 rupees.
95 rupees. So 20 rupees more than the South Indian. South Indian ಇನ್ನೂ ಸಹ 75 ಇದೆ ಎಷ್ಟು 85. Okay, I think from the time that we came, which was I think about 7-8 months ago, yes, it's gone up by all of 10 rupees. ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದಾ? I've come here very early because the place tends to get crowded over lunch. We're going into the kitchen to see what's happening. You must take a look at our previous episode on the South Indian meal here at Arogya Ahar. So North Indian ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು roti ಇದೆ kulcha ಇದೆ? Wheat roti.
Kulcha dalli varieties. They will ask for the roti means we'll give roti. If they ask for kulcha, we'll give kulcha. Any one item.
Any one item. So how many rotis, how many kulchas?
Two.
And the kulcha is made of maida.
Maida. That is wheat and this is maida.
What is this?
Butter.
Oh, butter at 95 rupees.
Yeah.
Including in the price.
Yes.
So what's on the menu today on the North Indian?
Kadai paneer, sir.
Kadai paneer.
Kadai paneer. It's masoor dal.
Masoor dal.
Cream piece palav.
Okay.
Motichoor ladoo.
Oh, that's also there in the thali.
Yes, sir. Thali.
This is made with what? Ghee?
Ghee, sir. Salad. Mango lassi.
In the same price?
Same price.
So along with this, you get some kulcha or your roti.
Yes, sir.
Depending on what you want. Here people can also order parcel.
Yeah.
This is through app or direct delivery? Direct. Namaskara. ಒಂದು North Indian ಕೊಡಿ. Thank you. Well, we've got a North Indian token for all of rupees 95. So the last time around when I put up the video, on my title I said cheap South Indian meal. And people said, how can you use the word cheap? Well, cheap in a positive sense means something that offers incredible value but you pay very little. Quite typical of the meals that they serve here and therefore that word in the headline. ಒಂದು ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕುಲ್ಚಾ ಕೊಡಿ, ಒಂದು ರೋಟಿ ಕೊಡಿ, ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ? Well, everybody seems to be tucking into their meal here. And after all, this is a place that you come in primarily for the food. It's good food served at rather inexpensive prices, and that's really the sort of experience that you can look forward to savoring here. This is a North Indian meal, so you have an option of either the roti, which is the tandoori roti, or the kulcha, which is a maida kulcha. But then I saw them slathering some butter on that kulcha. So although my mind said go for the roti, but the heart said, well, there's butter on the kulcha, go for the kulcha. So we've hit the middle ground and we've got one kulcha and one roti. And to give that company, we have the dal. This is a masoor dal. I'm told the dal changes on a daily basis. There's a paneer, a kadai paneer. Of course, out here in the south, we love our rice, and we have a palav here. This is a peas palav. And to begin, we have some lassi. This is a mango lassi. And there's of course some raitha that is served along with the palav. And to end things on a sweet note, you have a ladoo. You have a bundi ladoo. And all this for the not so princely sum of rupees 95. Of course, because it's priced rather inexpensively, the portions are also measured. When you savor all of it, I think it'll make for a sumptuous meal. Let's get to that kulcha. Hot bread with some benne. And I think it'll make for a happy union with that masoor dal, the red lentils. I think I need a spoon. I want to savor that masoor dal as is. Seasoned rather well. There's a bit of the heat that I can taste, perhaps from some green chili that's gone into that, but that makes for a wholesome, nourishing sort of a dal. There's some tomatoes too, imparting a bit of a tang to that dal. Are you a regular here?
Yeah, I'm regular here.
Yeah? Is this what you normally eat?
I normally eat North Indian.
North Indian meal?
Yeah.
Okay, and they change the dal every day? That's what I'm told?
Dal is changed every day. The sabji, the curry, that is changed every day. And even the rice.
Palav, huh?
Variety of rice. It is also changed every day.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Manish Arya.
Manish Arya. Well, Manish Arya says he's a regular here. Sometimes people ask me, well, do they do it specially for you? You know, before I reach a place, we do extensive research on the place. It's only when customers like Mr. Arya say that this is the place that one should go to, that's when we finally enter the place. And Arogya Ahar, over the years, certainly seems to have built for itself a loyal fan base. That's delicious. Let's now go for some of that paneer, that kadai paneer. There's a bit of tartness that I can taste in that from the tomato. It's obviously thickened with some cream, perhaps a bit of cashew paste that goes into it, and then the spicing of some chilies, perhaps a combination of the red chilies. That's a kadai paneer that's rather spicy. The paneer is soft, pliable and creamy. I'm not a big fan of paneer that is hard, firm and powdery. You want that paneer to be soft. And the sort that's rather creamy when it breaks down in your mouth. And that's the sort of paneer that I'm tasting here. There's also the savory body of the onions that you taste in that kadai paneer. At the heart of it, it's a makhani gravy in which that paneer has been cooked. You also have some fiber in the onions, in the cucumber. I think when it comes to Indian food, the onions make for such a delightful palate cleanser. Of course, it's sharp, punchy and pungent in its flavors, but it really cleanses your palate of everything else that you may have tasted prior to placing that onion in your mouth. I was tasting a bit of the heat from that kadai paneer preparation, but bite on the onions and that spice almost instantly disappears. Let's now go for the roti with the dal, the masoor dal. The dal is quite the winner on this thali. And it's cooked just right. It still retains its shape, but is rather soft and creamy to the bite. This isn't a dal that has turned into mush. I think Manish here is quite a pro with that thali, because I can see that he's not wasted a single bite of the roti or a fleck of the rice. You don't feel sleepy after this meal?
No, actually, it's not like that.
It's not like that. And I think when you look at a lunch offering, you want flavor, but you don't want to be weighed down by too many things on your plate, right? And even in terms of the portion size, you want the portion size just to be just enough that it satiates your hunger without really leaving you feeling drowsy. And in all those departments, I think this bright yellow North Indian meal certainly checks all boxes. I think next I'm going to taste some of that palav, some of that peas palav. Long grain rice, some ginger in there, also some pepper. I can taste the flavor of some cardamom perhaps that goes into it. Plenty of pepper, and it's also a palav that's rather moist. I'm sweating not because the dishes are spicy, but because of the Bengaluru summer. This episode is being filmed in early May, and I think we are in the peak of the Bengaluru midday heat. Is it limited, Allah?
Yeah, they can go first.
Yeah. I kept my roti aside because I thought there was a limited serving of the masoor dal and the paneer, but I've learned from Mr. Anand here. He says, no, if you want some more, you can go for some more. I don't mind a bit of that masoor dal. Since we are shooting, I guess otherwise you will take your tray there and they will replenish it. That's what I've just learned. I was actually feeling a little embarrassed to ask. You pay all of rupees 95 for this meal, and how do you muster the courage to go up to the window and say, serve me some more? Thank you very much. But I'm told you need not worry. If you want an extra serving of the dal, they will gladly oblige. I want to savor some of that dal with this pulao. I think that masoor dal to me is the winner on this platter. That's a pulao that's rather self-contained in its flavors. You've got a bit of the warming tingle of the peppercorns. You can taste a bit of the sweetness that comes from aromatic spices like the cinnamon and perhaps some cloves too. This is a dal that I can happily savor just by itself. Everybody is enjoying their meal. I'm just trying to do a count of how many South Indian thalis, how many North Indian platters. And I think at this point, they're almost 50-50. So I think the North Indian and South Indian cuisines served here seem to find equal favor. I got some more of that kulcha with that butter. It would be a travesty if I let that butter get wasted. So out here, the arrangements are communal. You find a table, you stand with your plate. If you find a spot at the bench, sit with your thali. I can taste some flavor of the cardamom in that kadai paneer. Perhaps the sort that goes to flavor the seasoning as this dish comes together. So I thought they serve North Indian only in this. They also serve in thali. I thought it was South Indian only.
The food is same, no?
Food is the same, doesn't make any difference. And now to end things on a sweet note. That bundi ladoo is gooey, not completely dry, drenched in a lot of ghee. And of course also the jamminess of the sugar paka. I think the bundi ladoo is a sort whose role is to provide a touch of dessert to this North Indian meal. Human tendency is such that when you have something, you're always looking at what's on your neighbor's plate. So the last time when I was here, I was savoring a sumptuous South Indian uta. And while I was savoring that, I was watching all the North Indian thalis go by. How's the North Indian meal? Good. And I said I should try that the next time around. And today I'm tasting the North Indian fare, but I'm also mindful of what my fellow diners have on their South Indian meal, including a very nice dosa. So the one thing's for sure, no matter what you select here, be it a South Indian meal or a North Indian meal, you'll definitely leave feeling happy and satisfied. What's also nice is that this is a well-balanced meal. So you've got the lentils, You've got some protein there in the paneer, you've got the carbohydrates, you've got a touch of sweetness there in the ladoo, you've got the fiber in the cucumber, the onions, you've got some more carbs in that palav. So this is a meal that's rather well balanced. So if you're looking for a meal that's tasty, packs nutrition, and at a price which won't burn a hole in your pocket, definitely find your way to Arogya Ahar here in HSR layout. I hope you've enjoyed this short lunch episode. Until the next time, take care, stay safe, stay strong, and happy eating. If you'd like to support the work that we do at Food Lovers TV, do consider joining our membership community on YouTube by hitting the join button below or on the home page. You could pledge a nominal sum and receive special privileges like behind the scenes footage, shoot updates, access to live Q&As, and a lot more. You could support us on a Patreon page as well. For more info, check out the links in the description below. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, share,